Hi guys, so today I'm making a video on cheaper brands of skincare products that I use that I think work amazing. They work equally as well as the more expensive brands found at Sephora or found online anywhere. These are my tips and these are my tricks of getting healthy, nice looking skin. So if you wanna know more about what I do, you can keep on watching. So knowing the situation we're in right now also, this is what brought me to doing the cheaper skincare brands video, because obviously, you know, being in quarantine, we're not working, we're not making as much money as we're usually used to make. And just in general, if you can afford it, even if you can afford expensive type of creams, I would also like to be able to afford cheaper types of creams. If I can save on it and they still work well, then I'd rather use those, right? So for me, since I usually have dry to oily skin, I use the brand The Ordinary. The Ordinary is a really good brand. It's a UK-based brand. It's found online. You can find it in Sephora too, so if you ever shop on the Sephora website, you can just type in The Ordinary and you're gonna find all of their products. They have a wide range of products. They're amazing. I only use a couple. I use the hyaluronic acid, I use the caffeine extract for my under eyes, and I use the lactic acid. So these three little products already have a name for themselves. If you go look it up and search it up on Google, you can see how good the reviews are. But mainly my tips for having really nice skin is to always do your routine twice a day. So I do it in the morning before I apply my makeup and at night when I take off my makeup. So when I take off my makeup, a good brand that I use is, I think it's Marcel. You can find it at the pharmacy. It's not expensive, it's like $10. And they're just little baby wipes to wipe it off. And I find that already takes off a lot of my makeup. To then make sure that my makeup is fully, completely off, I use a brand called Vichy. So you can also find it at the pharmacy. It's a pharmacy product. They have their own range and selection of products, and it equally works really well to remove all of your makeup, especially if you're not the type of girl that likes to rub off, because it's not good to rub your skin off constantly with the little makeup wipes. You can take a little cloth and put the Vichy product on it and then just rub it off yourself like that, and it works amazing to take off your makeup. So that's my first tip. Make sure, take it off completely before going to bed. And then moisturize before you put your serums. So what I do is, my biggest tip and my biggest secret, which is not really a secret, it's out there, is that I use sunscreen as a moisturizer. So sunscreen is already an amazing product. It's super cheap. You can use any type of sunscreen. The one banana boat, like any type of sunscreen is good. You can go to the pharmacy and get a little bottle to try and it'll last you for God knows how long. You don't need to use a lot of it. You use just a little bit because it is very oily. And if you guys have oily skin and you're already applying that oil to your face, you're just gonna kind of create more, you can create more, I don't know if you can create more pimples, but I know it doesn't help. But for me, since I have oily to dry, I'm a bit in between, it works really well. And just generally, it's a really good and inexpensive product and you can use it. You know, it protects you when you use a great product. It's a good moisturizer and I use it before I put my, before I start talking about my routine, I also want to mention something else that's great for your skin, and it's the aloe vera plant. So if you're a little bit skeptical of buying like an aloe vera plant and being like, but is that really gonna work? It does. It honestly works like a charm. My skin it tightens your skin. It makes it look so much more youthful. It's so cheap. It's a plant. You literally buy the plant, you take off the extract that's in the plant and you put it directly on your face for 10 to 15 minutes and then you can just wipe it off. And it does miracles. Or you could even leave it on if you want to really see a difference. I do that. It works for me. Another thing, so the first thing that I do, and it's my skincare routine, so it's personalized to my skin, but what I recommend to do is obviously take off your makeup, what I was saying before, and then start moisturizing. You moisturize. Another moisturizer that's very good is, well, just a general moisturizer is from the brand The Ordinary. You can use that one. Or another one you can find at the pharmacy that seems to be working really well, I find, is Nivea cream. So it looks like this. It's the Q10 Power Nivea, and it honestly works like a charm. It's $8. You can find it at Walmart, you can find it at Pharmaprix, you can find it at Jean Coutu, anywhere, and it literally hydrates your skin for most of the day, and it's under $8. So on special, because usually it's like $10. But I mean, it works amazing. So before I do my whole serums, I use the sunscreen, I use this moisturizer, and then I use The Ordinary, which I was talking about before. This brand is also like the Inkey. They're the same thing, which I will talk about afterwards. I haven't tried the Inkey, but I do know that it has good reviews. I am repeating myself. What I use is the caffeine solution for my under eyes, because I have very dark, deep creased circles. So I only put it underneath after I moisturize my face completely. And then I put the hyaluronic acid, which I don't think it could focus on properly here, but I will show them later, from this brand, and I put just a little bit. So apart from everything else that I was talking about with all the serums and all the moisturizers and all the everything, another brand that I do like that you can find on Amazon, which I only find it on Amazon, is called the All Natural Advice Vitamin C Serum. It has 20% of vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. So if you don't want to use the hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary or from whatever brand you decide to buy, this is a great brand to work with. I don't know if you can see it. I will list it below where I purchased it, but usually if you type this in, it will appear on Amazon right away. It's one of the best sellers. What it does is that basically it's an extract that you put on your face. It's like a serum, an oil actually, and it radiates, it brightens up your skin. It brings out your skin tone, your natural skin tone, and I find that it's the last thing that I put on my face. So it does dry it out a little bit, but it works amazing. I see my skin, it brings out everything about my skin out. And I really personally, not 100% familiar with the brand just because I haven't used it. I just recently learned about it and I was looking up the reviews, and they're equal to The Ordinary, so I'm assuming that they're very good. I have a friend that uses it, so she really strongly recommends it, and it's under $8. So again, I'm recommending cheaper brands. You can go and buy expensive brands and you know they're gonna work well, like, you know, Kiehl's is amazing. Anything from Sephora, Clinique, anything, you know, Marcel, I mean, Tatcha. We all have our favorites that are a little bit pricier, but since I'm doing a cheaper skincare line, I am just recommending two brands that work really well, that can compare to those more expensive brands. So keep in mind that I'm talking about these, but I'm also mentioning it because it's a cheaper brand and it works on me. So I mean, I tried it, and if it's doing a good thing on my skin, then I'm obviously gonna recommend it, right? But the two main points about this video that I wanted to put out there that are two crazy amazing secrets were the aloe vera plant and the sunscreen, that are extremely cheap, affordable, and that you should use every day just to maintain the brightness of your skin, the health of it. And I mean, generally speaking, if you're an unhealthy inside, it's obviously gonna show outside, right? So always drink water. We all know these things, but we don't do them, you know? Like, we always know, oh my God, okay, so I have deep circles, let me drink more water, but I don't do it, which is bad. And then I complain I have dark circles. But it is a side effect to not drinking and not keeping hydrated. So your skin is gonna look as good as you maintain it and as you feed yourself. So to round off this video, I just wanted to recommend those two skincare brands, my skincare routine, very cheap, affordable, and perfect to try out right now. You know, I mean, we're indoors, we don't have to wear makeup. I mean, some of us choose to wear makeup. I wear makeup to do, you know, these videos, but on the regular, the only thing that I do wear is concealer, and that's only because of my darker under eyes. And I'm gonna try this caffeine extract, and I really hope it works well. So far it's working. So that's it. Thank you for listening to my video. If you guys have any other products to recommend, I'd love to know. I'm sticking to two just for now, but there's millions and billions of products that are equally, if not better. So if you have any recommendations, you can always write down below or message me, and I'll be glad to answer or to actually be informed. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.